Hello, welcome. This is Divine Empress 71. I'm coming back at you to do another reading. I hope you guys are doing well. If you are new to the channel, welcome. And if you are returning, welcome back. Happy Sunday, everybody. I hope all is well. So I've shuffled the cards. I've meditated over the deck, and I'm gonna tell you what I have on the table. I have King of Cups. This is Pisces energy. King of Cups. Um, Queen of Cups. Cancer. Uh, Four of Pentacles, Capricorn. Um, Ten of Cups in reverse. Um, Pisces energy. Uh, Death card, Scorpio. And then I have the Emperor in reverse, Aries. At the bottom of the deck, Nine of Swords, Gemini. Yeah. Okay. Uh, so it looks like something here came to an end. It looks like to me, I'm seeing a pair, a queen and queen, a pair who is where I don't know, one is one is empathic, a deep feeling type of person, maybe a mother, maybe a mother figure, um, somebody who's very sincere and genuine with their feelings. And then there's trust here, there's healing, there's good advice, there's someone who understands, uh, uh, like somebody who really supports how the other person feels, you know, um, a man or a woman who is in touch with their emotional side, somebody who's a good friend, mature, you know, somebody that this is somebody that you will want in your corner, right? Well, something must have ended here between these two, cause there's a if there was marriage between these two, it's with the Ten of Cups being in reverse, that home became a unhappy home. It became dysfunctional. It became broken. Lack of security, lack of stability. So somebody put a death to it. Somebody let it go. Uh, could it be that the person that the person that you settled for could have came in your life? They could have started out as the King of Cups, Queen of Cups, but then ended up at Emperor in reverse. They could have had another side. Somebody who was controlling, abuse of power. Stubborn, wanted things to go the way that they wanted it to go. You know, they could have been they could have been an absentee father too, or maybe or maybe it could have been after you parted ways with them. They were not stepping up. Like if you had children with them, y'all had a family. Or once you separated from them, they were not stepping up for the children like they should have, like they like you needed them to, male or female. But this separation could have brought on some sleepless nights though. A lot of anxiety, just a deep unhappiness, because it looks like it once upon a time this was a great relationship. It was a great relationship until something changed. Hmm. And then on top of that, this person could have been, you know, they could have been selfish towards you over time. It wasn't like that in the beginning. It became that way over time. Stingy, controlling, possessive. Hmm. This could be somebody that's retired, or they could be saving for retirement. This could be you investing in your retirement. But this person, hmm, I don't know. They really uh, this could be somebody. This could be somebody that they may count their money, like they may count their money down to the penny, like they really watch it. Hmm. And then they may be somebody that don't they don't wanna give no more than what they think they have to. Hmm. It's crazy. Knight of Cups in reverse. Scorpio energy. Yeah. The love between you and this person over time became unrequited. Mm. There could have been some lies here. Mm-hmm. Things not being what it actually is. I believe that this person was trying to, over time, or even if y'all wasn't living together or whatever, but somebody tried to pull the wool over somebody's eyes. Mm-mm. This person could have had a very poor sense of identity too, and boundaries. King of Wands in reverse. Lies. Lies, lies, lies. Aries. This person, they turned out to be something else. Mm-mm-mm. Devious. Sneaky. This person could have had some, um like, they could have been prejudiced, but not prejudiced as far as race. You can be prejudiced in other ways as well. They could be somebody that could have they could look down on people that may have less than them. You know, something like that. This person's main focus was self promotion. It was all about them. But it's like, when they, but this is crazy because it's like when they came in your life, though, they came in this, kind, sweet, loving, supportive person. Mm. And but then over time, it's like, they turned into something else. Hmm. Mm-hmm. This person with the strength card being here, Leo energy. Um, I don't know. It's something about they know how to like they may have the gift of persuasion, like they can persuade people. I don't know, like influence people. They they have some sort of influence. They could have had influence over you for a while, you know. Yeah, they have a high sex drive too. Whoever this person is, they have a high sex drive. Mm. Don't take much to get them going. Looks like. But collective, I think that your strength lies in you being kind to yourself. You know, you learning to love self. I think that that's what this connection could have taught you. Leo energy once again. Mm. Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Virgo energy. Mm. I don't know. This person could be guilty of reckless spending too. But you know what though? Um, for some, they are penny pinchers. You know, for some, they don't want to get up off of any money if they don't have to. Then you got, on the other hand, you got some that they spend like out of control. They may neglect their responsibilities just long as they can go out and spend money on what they want. But yet they got rent to be paid, they got a mortgage to pay, they got utilities to pay, you know, insurance, all these other responsibilities. But yet and still, yeah, shady. This is somebody too that could have gotten behind your back and made some shady investments too. Mm-hmm. Outside of you. This old arrogant ass Knight of Wands in reverse. Sagittarius energy. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Old player from the Himalaya. Yeah, somebody that likes to do, you know, this is a this is a daredevil. You know, they somebody that's overly confident in themselves. They loud. They may be somebody that's loud. They may talk loud when they around people just to get attention, especially with this Three of Cups being here. Uh-huh. They like to this is Cancer energy, but yeah, they like to it's like they like to be like all eyes on them type of person. Um uh they could have promised a lot, you know, doing the connection that you had with them. They could have promised a lot but gave very little. And for some of you, because they, you know, and this is for the one that was stingy, or you know, maybe holding back with their money. They could have put some of the financial burdens on you and had you to carry the financial burdens while they would do other things with their money. Mm-hmm. There was no equal give and take. Mm. Five of Pentacles. Mm-hmm. Taurus. Yeah, you left this person out in the cold. You said forget this. Yeah, yeah. You say forget. You say forget this. You left them out in the cold. Mm-mm-mm. And because of some of them being reckless with their money, yeah, they could be going through a financial hardship right now. Mm-hmm. Some negative changes, some bad circumstances could be, yeah, going on. They could be dealing with some health issues as well. They could be dealing with some health problems too. Um, mm. They For some of them, they could have reached out to family. You know, they could have reached out to family for support, but family is not. Mm-mm. they're not getting it. So it's like now they feel like everybody is against them. Mm. Wow. Some of them could be unemployed. They could have been laid off from a job. Hmm. Yeah. But see, with you though, collective, with the 3 of Wands, Aries, you moving forward. Forward movement. Yeah. It's something about you have built up your self confidence level, believing in yourself. You feel like you're free now to leave, something behind. Yeah. You feel like you're free now to move on and leave something behind. Mm. You seem to be happy with the choice that you made. Mm. You might have not have been happy with the outcome in the beginning, but you was happy with the choice that you made because you knew it was the right choice. Mm. It's and if you a hard worker, collective, it's paying off. It's paying off for you too. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Um, you may have moved on, but with this 8 of Cups in reverse Pisces energy, this person has a fear of moving on. They stuck. Mm. It's something that they're not accepting with the fact that you moved on. They may not have totally accepted it that you have moved on, even though they know that you have. You know what I mean? I don't know, man. It's crazy. The Star card in reverse, Aquarius energy. Yeah, they. Mm-mm. They they feel down and out. They just feel down and out, hopeless, and they just constantly focusing on the negative all the time. Cause this is a negative type of person. They just constantly focusing on the negative, lack of, no faith. Mm. They could be bored too with their, you know, with their current circumstances as well. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Let's see. Let's get a message from this person. Collector. Let's see. All right. Let's see. Mm. So they're saying, I trusted you. Mm. Okay. All right. But they've done something to destroy, the trust that you had in them too. I think this person may be projecting. I want to feel that way again. I guess whatever feeling, the way you made them feel, they missed that. Apparently, they haven't felt that way with anybody else, more than likely. I am grateful for the spiritual lesson. Okay. So for some of them, maybe um, maybe they learned something from this, you know, um, that they, that, you can't mistreat good people and think that there won't be no repercussions from it. That's one thing that they learned. Mm. I can't reach out. Okay. It's like, but they do want you back though. They want a reunion with you, but they can't reach out. One reason why they can't reach out is because of guilt. Guilt could be one of them, and then on top of that, where some of them are, where some of them may be right now, financially and physically and all this kind of stuff has a lot to do with that too. Yeah. Mhm. Yeah, has a lot to do with that. Um. Yeah, I hid behind material things. Okay. So this is somebody who was insecure. They was insecure. Yeah, and they watching for some of them. So they are trying to keep tabs. Yep. They want to make amends. They want to fix this. They want to fix it. And something about your intellect arouses them. Mm. Gets them in the mood, collective. Oh. Yeah, and you may be you inspire this person. You may inspire them to change. You and I were too young. So maybe when you got with this person, you both were pretty young at the time. Mm. Yeah, they want to know if they still got a chance with you. Yeah. See, it was their fault, but they blame you. Mm-hmm. Yep. It was their fault, but they blamed you. Wow. That's crazy. All right, y'all. Let's get a message from Spirit, and we'll close this out. Hmm. All right, Spirit, give us a message for collective, please. What do you have for collective? Spirit says, if you didn't get something you really wanted at this time, if you feel stuck or feel like things are not going according to your plans, know that something bigger and better is coming. Yeah. It is something it's something filled with divine magic that couldn't come into your life if you were to receive what you are asking for right now. Yeah. I see. Yeah, because sometimes what we want is mediocre compared to what God wants for us. What his plans is way bigger than what we can see. So yeah. And if you get in his way and go after this whatever this is that you want, then you'll be blocking that greater blessing that he has for you. That'll be put on hold, you see. Because sometimes we do put our blessings on hold when we get in God's way, you know. Yeah. Spirit says this new chapter in your life is going to require a new way of seeing things and a new way of seeing yourself. You can't continue to see and interpret things with the same understanding that you have had up until now. No matter what you face or how you feel, see it all from a higher perspective. Collective. See it all from a higher perspective. That is very, very good wisdom. Thank you, Holy Spirit. I appreciate that. Thank you. So, collective, I pray that this message was a blessing to you. If it resonates, give me a thumbs up, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. And for those of you who's donated to the channel, much love to you. Thank you for the blessing. So until next time, collective, I pray that you guys have a blessed, fulfilled week. I pray that it bring you peace, promise, joy, and everything else, that would be beneficial to you. Okay? So peace and love. I'll see you guys again soon. Bye-bye.